season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
First down, Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Packers at 8-1 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the touchdown. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. A give up the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
This is taken around the 12. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
the touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Well, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Clements. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. 29 yards. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Evans. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. On first down, Clements. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Clements. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers open the lead up to 34-0. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Murray now. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. He's going to let it go again. And now here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clements. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. And for time tonight. He's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
Up the middle they go. Clements. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Clements. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself, because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
They'll run on first down. Clements. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I think that was a pretty...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Murray now to throw.
The hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Murray going to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Throwing now is Murray. And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense trying.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Clements. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Clements. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll go with the keeper, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! From 6 yards away. And the Packers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 27, Murray. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board and make this thing look just a little bit better.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Evans running behind center. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.